So what is going on with the saga? Well, we're making good progress on it. The saga will be when the pups grow up. As you live your life, raise your pups year after year, litter after litter, pups dispersing as they grow up, or sometimes hanging around for a while to help out until you die. As I mentioned in the Where No WolfQuest Has Gone Before video, the saga will be a free update to the game, and it will not require the Towerfall DLC map. But it's clear that a lot of players, due to our own efforts over the previous years, still think that the saga is tied to Towerfall, that you have to buy Towerfall to get the pups growing up. And we can try to get more information out there when the time comes, but I just worry that confusion and uncertainty is going to cause problems. People are going to buy Towerfall when they don't need to, they just want the saga. So to avoid all that, we've decided to set the Towerfall map aside, at least for now, disconnect it entirely from the saga. But we do need DLC. That really is a big help in funding game development in the saga. So instead of Towerfall, we have been working on another new Yellowstone map, still in the northern range of Yellowstone, west of Slough Creek, north of the Towerfall area, centered on Hellroaring Mountain. Pretty great name, eh? Sometimes those 19th century explorers really hit it out of the park. Susan and I hiked into this area 2 years ago, and it's beautiful. The geology is much like that of Slough Creek, but that big mountain in the middle of the map gives it a very distinct character. This gives you an idea of the topography with just a satellite image draped over it. We're working on actual terrain textures and vegetation and all that, and we'll have more about that soon, so stay tuned. Now, regarding the saga gameplay, Raul has been building a new system for persistent rival packs. In the game right now, there's always 3 rival packs on the map. They're always there. Their territories may change size, but they never come and go. This new system will be much more dynamic. Packs will grow and change, and sometimes dissolve or move off the map, leaving a vacancy to be occupied by another pack as the years go by. It's really cool. It's turned out to be pretty complicated, so taking a while to do, but we do expect to have that in a game update this fall. We also need that working to let you move from one map to another whenever the pups are big enough to make that kind of trip. And Tommy has been focusing on creating the AI and the new gameplay, starting with the fall season when the pups are about 6 months old and learning how to hunt big prey. So starting in September, they'll head off with the adults to go hunting, but they really don't understand how this works yet, so they're eager to come along, but when things get a little crazy, they do hang back, observing, trying to figure out what this is all about. Very excited about it, but lacking confidence and experience. Even when an elk goes down, they're like, this is so exciting, but what do we do? All this is still very rough. Working out the AI and then refining the actual movements is going to come after that. They gain experience first from observing, and then as they gain experience, gain confidence, they'll start running alongside to get a closer look at what's going on while you're demonstrating how to hunt. And then eventually a bold pup, here comes Spot, darts in there, tries to get a bite in, hopefully without getting walloped in the head by an elk hoof, which can happen. So this is an exciting but dangerous time for pups. And it's an exciting but terrifying time for the parents. And if things get too intense, you can veer off and the pups will follow you. They'll follow your lead during the hunts. You can get them in the action, pull them out of the action based on how you think things are going. And with some luck and skill, you'll get a good meal to feed your hungry pups, hopefully without losing a pup along the way. So we are making good progress, so lots to do, but we'll be posting more about the saga in the coming months, so stay tuned.